We are Ordinary Elephant, and you are in the music room.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Done up here, top afraid, eyes that smile, words that make me do the same. Glimpse of who she was, and the shine of her dancing shoes. Glimpse of who she is, you know what she has to lose. She's been waiting for him to change that something she never thought she'd want. She said, I don't want you to leave me, darling. Don't let me hold you back. I'll see you some bright morning. Picked her up at 8 in May 1962. It is Fort Fairlane, Gulf Stream blue. It was a little rundown, one thing to his name, but he had a ring in his pocket, something to say. She's been waiting for him to change that something she never thought she'd want. She said, I don't want you to leave me, darling. Don't let me hold you back. I'll see you some bright morning. Too many machines sing their song around his bed. Too many words that she never said. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but I can talk anyway. Don't let it be something I forgot to say. I've been waiting for you to change that something I never thought I'd want. I don't want you to leave me, darling. Don't let me hold you back. I'll see you some bright morning. Oh, my hands may be empty, but my heart's full. I will see you again. See you some bright morning.
Thank y'all.
Well, welcome.
Thank you. We're so excited to be
Ordinary
here.
Elephant. That
Yes.
is Pete and Crystal for you
Yes.
listening. So where did you come up with the name?
So it's a little bit of a kind of a metaphor. Even ordinary elephants, you know, just your everyday elephant is pretty darn amazing. And there are a lot of things in life like that if you just take a chance to take a closer look. So that's kind of just to remind
And
us
y'all
of that.
sound pretty amazing, so
Oh,
that
thanks.
fits. That's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourselves. You are husband and wife.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And where are you originally from? Because I know it's not Texas. You don't have the accent.
And I'm from
I-
Louisiana.
Really?
And I just made it out without an accent. So yeah, I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana. And
I grew up in
we grew up
Austin.
in Austin. And then we met in College Station, Bryan, Texas. Then we lived in Houston for a little bit. And then we became nomadic. We sold our house and our stuff. And we live on the road
Wow.
with our dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, We'll see how that goes.
It's
Are you
fun,
having
yeah.
fun now?
Oh yeah, it's been a year and a half now. We
Oh,
love
okay.
it. Yeah, we love
All
it.
right. Did your parents, when you told them what you were doing, say, y'all are crazy?
They were
Yes.
yes, in a word. But
One
I mean,
pair did,
yeah,
but not the parents we thought would.
yeah, it was kind of
it was the opposite
of what we thought. But anyway, they all realized like, okay, this is fine. It just freaked them out a little bit. You know,
Yeah,
they just didn't- It's very different, but
Yeah.
but yeah.
So
they were,
was
it
this
fun.
your way of making a commitment to the music?
I mean, we're not fully full-time musicians yet. You know, I mean, we do have some day jobs that we're trying to find that balance. So it was partially a way to start being able to travel more and get our music out there while just
Great.
being able to see the U.S. and all it has to offer.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Lady in the Elevator. That was the song that you opened with. Did you co-write it or did you write it?
I mean, I guess they're all co-writes, but a lot of times I'm more the lyrics person, so I'll kind of start out with things, and then he'll come in towards the end, and then we work together on it. But
For editing.
yeah, more
More.
I guess at the editing point, he kind of comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote that after I met a little old lady in an elevator in Houston when we were living in Houston. She was just this tiny little thing and had these patent leather shoes on, and she just stuck with me. I mean, I left. It was in an elevator in a hospital, and I left and went to the parking garage, got in my car, and I sat there and wrote before I left. I just
Oh, wow.
like I don't know.
Yeah.
She stuck with me.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have a song called Before I Go.
Yeah, so when we first took off traveling, one of the first places we went was New Mexico, and we fell in love with it. And this kind of started coming out then. We were in southern New Mexico in Silver City, and it's just the quiet that's there, the desert there. It's like nothing I've ever heard, just that much quiet. And it reminded me of the Towns song, the Pancho and Lefty, the line from there about the desert and just taking on the lifestyle that we did and trying to appreciate things more and letting little things go, kind of what it culminated to.
Towns was right. The desert's quiet. It ain't Cleveland, but it sure gets cold in the moonlight. Mountains in the western sky, they're always meant to occupy. It's times like these you don't ask why. It's bigger than you and I. When the sun lets down its guard, the colors come like a postcard. Slow but worth all it can afford. Reminder of all we're moving toward. Gonna let my bones be my anchor. Ground myself to what I know. When today becomes a long time ago, maybe I've learned to let go. Slowing down into the street, the life I couldn't sustain. Took a leave in what's known for change, to find I can't complain. Shades of gray among the black and white, seeing things in a different light, finding what feels free, finding what feels right. Gonna let my bones be my anchor. Ground myself to what I know. When today becomes a long time ago, maybe I've learned to let go. Gonna take it slow, see what this world's got show. Try to let go before I go. As the day lies down to rest, the sky takes off her Sunday best, shedding all it had to confess, leaving what's true to shine from the darkness. Towns was right, the desert's quiet. Take it slow so it don't pass you by.
I know that you're based out of Houston, I should say, because
Sort of, yeah. I mean, I guess our musical home is there, but we don't have a physical thing there
right.
anymore. But
Right.
yeah, it's kind of our musical base.
So tell our audience a little bit about your lifestyle now that you changed about 1.5 years ago, and how that's working.
It's working great. We've gone to a wedding in Asheville, North Carolina. This is it's a cool town. If you've never been, it's an awesome place. Like, man, we want to be able to go to places like this and more often. And came across something on the internet about a couple that they travel full time. They've been doing it for 8-9 years now, I think. We're like, that's crazy, but that's kind of cool, you know. We just it just stuck with us. We couldn't let it go. We're like, people are gonna think we're insane. We can't do this. Like, why not? You know, we don't have kids yet, and do it. You know, just try. You know, we planned it out. Obviously, it wasn't just like, oh, one day we're gonna do it. We planned and researched and everything. But
Yeah, it kind of happened slow,
yeah, it did.
probably,
Yeah, for a while. I mean,
compared to others.
So you're in an RV with 4 dogs
4
and on the road,
Yeah.
making your music.
yeah,
That's awesome.
We're here.
and we're here.
Yeah.
Do you ever practice at the campsite?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, all
practice
the time.
all
we
the
practice
time.
all the time.
We were camping one time and heard a couple practicing at a campsite.
You
Yeah.
guys are
And
good.
that was the greatest thing. I think you should keep that up
Oh,
and,
cool.
and keep entertaining your fellow campers.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of times we do it inside, but if it's really nice out, we will sometimes sit outside.
And if it's something we
Right,
rehearsed,
or actually, if we're just rehearsing, if it's something we're working on, we're usually
You
doing
probably
that
don't wanna
inside.
do
You don't want to share that.
So if you would, each of you separately, share with us what got you started in music and what got you started writing.
when I was in 6th grade, someone gave me a Beatles CD, and
All
it's
right.
very appropriate for here. And from then on, I realized that I loved music. Before that, nothing really got to me that, like,
I'm proud of you.
there you go.
We're all very proud of you.
So, and I just started playing guitar at that time too, and I learned all the Beatles songs and all the melodies, and
those aren't the easiest ones to play. They've got some funky chords.
yeah, they're cool.
Definitely
Then,
a man
luckily-
after Randy's heart.
Luckily, I had a teacher to
Guide you.
bring him down to my level
Oh,
at that
good.
point.
Yeah.
And but man, just brilliant music. And I guess going in through college and stuff, I discovered more acoustic music and bluegrass and all of its derivatives, and fell in love again. And so that's really what I'm into nowadays.
What made you decide to pick up the banjo?
There's an artist named Gillian Welch, who's a songwriter, and her partner Dave Rawlings, they're a duo, and it's usually 2 guitars, but every now and then they'll bring in a clawhammer banjo. And their last album that came out in 2011, I think, has a song on there called Hard Times. I heard that song, and I went and ordered a banjo, and because it was that effective of an emotional response to that song.
Yeah.
Great.
What about you, Crystal?
So I wrote for a long time before I picked up music. I mean, I played flute and band and took piano lessons and things like that, but never really kind of took off when I was younger. But I really took to writing poetry, or that's just how I would get things out. And then I started wanting to turn them into songs, or, you have a different form for that. And so I more picked up guitar for the purpose of songwriting versus the technical side of it,
Yeah.
And that's kind of, and it just
Went from
kind of
there.
went from there. But and then after meeting him, we've gotten into the whole more like bluegrass style, or like you said, the different derivatives from there. And
Well,
that.
I know that critics have raved about the blend of your voices, and I agree with them. Y'all sound like, you've just been doing it forever together. Your
Thank
voices blend so nicely. So,
Thanks.
good job. Your next song is Can I Count on You? Play that song for us, and then when we come back, tell us about that.
Trapped inside your head. Have you even heard the word I've said? Will you open up and be you again? Or keep this up right to the end? It's neither here nor there. Let me just clear the air. Can I count on you to see this thing through? I want us to shine again, something old made to feel brand new. Or would we just be scraping the surface of the dirt and the rust, ready to come back and cover us at the first sign of rain or dust? Your hammer's ready to fall, how it follows through. It's your call. Will you help me build this house back up, or just keep working at there? Oh, you put yourself behind. Please come out if you're so inclined. Can I count on you scraping the surface of the dirt and the rust, ready to come back, cover us at the first sign of rain or dust.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You wrote that one as well.
We did, yeah. It was actually a song prompt for a conference that we went to, Southwest Regional Folk Alliance, which I'm sure a lot of people that have been here before have attended, and that's where we've met a lot of them. But it's a folk music conference, and one of the first things you get when you sign in and all that is a little slip of paper with random phrase or word or something on it.
Right.
Then you have those few days of the conference if you want to try to write the song. And you get some weird things sometimes. You're like, I'm not going to say that in a song. That one, I think the phrase was trapped in ecstasy. And I was like, I am not saying the word ecstasy in a song. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. But it prompts you to do things, just trigger something. Like for that, the line trapped inside your head is what kind of spawned from the prompt, and then it kind of kept going from there.
Yeah.
But
Great. Yeah, we know a lot of the same people.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, I noticed that your CD was done at White Cat Studios,
yeah.
which is Jack Saunders,
Oh, yeah.
who's a good friend of In the Music Room and has been here
Yeah.
several times.
I
And
love Jack.
he's a great songwriter as
He
well.
is a musician and just all
Yeah,
that, producer, everything.
Jack's awesome. So you're hanging out with the right people.
We think
Talk
so too.
people out of guitars.
Yeah, that's right. Randy sold one of his guitars to Jack. It was one that, he loved. It was hard to find, but he never played it, and it didn't fit with him. And Jack was here, and they were having a conversation, and Jack was saying what his ultimate guitar was and described it to a T, and it was the exact same one that Randy had sitting in a case in the other room. So it was kind of weird, but
Was it? Do you know which one? Was it his Larvae?
My 72 black Telecaster.
Oh, cool.
I know.
That's awesome.
So Jack
I remember
left
it.
that day with that in hand.
Awesome.
Jack has good taste in guitars too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who I Am is another song that you've written.
Yeah.
Tell us about that one.
That's another one, actually, another Swarfa prompt from this past year, actually. So it was in September that we went, and we're both so lucky to have families that after we told them about the nomadic thing, they came
After they got
around.
past the shock of the craziness, yes.
But they're both of our families are super supportive of who we are and what we do, and just we are super lucky in that way. And we know there are a lot of people out there that don't have that support network for if they whatever they choose to do in life or whatever.
Yeah.
That they sometimes have their backs turned on. And this is kind of a song from a voice of someone that's been through that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I remember all those rides home on the back roads of twist and wind. Call me over to your lap, then you let me drive. You've forgotten the games we played on the coffee table at the end of your day, and that dog you didn't want got me anyway. What about the name that you gave to me? Have you forgotten the blood that runs in our veins, or the times that came before? I was just something you have to explain. I remember when I knew it, not knowing how to tell you. Swear the words that I spoke, stones that I threw. I haven't forgotten that look you gave, what you said and didn't say, with family to stranger, but you need someone to blame. What about the name that you gave to me? Have you forgotten the blood that runs in our veins, or the times that came before? I was just something you so different and that far away. I'd like to think we'll close this distance that you've made. But I can't swim the sea or walk on water, and I don't think you're coming back for me. Just something you have to explain. It's who I am, didn't end up how you planned. Don't forget that who I was is still who I am. I can't swim the sea or walk on water, but I think you should come back for me. Yeah, I think you should come back for me.
You know, we have lots of people that come through here, and it's funny because as people come through, you start sometimes thinking about, wow, they really need to know this person. Their music would mesh nicely, and they're the people. What do you think about Andrew McKnight knowing Ordinary Elephant? Wouldn't that just be great?
I think so.
Andrew is
That
wonderful.
name
He
sounds
plays.
really familiar.
He's from is it Virginia, I believe.
I don't know.
Virginia, West Virginia or Virginia. One
That's
of
a good start.
the East Coast. Yeah, but he has like a real Appalachia sound, and I can just hear you guys playing. With your banjo and all that, and then y'all's style. It would be beautiful. I think that later down the line, when Andrew comes back, maybe we'll have y'all come back
that'd be
and
fun.
open
That'd
up
be fun.
for him. That would be a
Yeah.
really cool show.
Cool.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who's that? Andrew McKnight?
Andrew McKnight, and don't you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and in Crystal's voice, what I was hearing was Rachel Laban.
Yeah.
I
This is
said the same thing.
She wrote it down. She sounds like Rachel Laban.
That's when you were back there, when you first, that second song, it was like, bam.
Well, thank you. I heard her for the first time at Swartha this past year, and I take that as a big compliment.
You
'cause
should.
She sounds
their family.
amazing.
You talk about a talented family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's been a professional all her life.
yeah.
And tall.
And tall.
Pete, we noticed that you play in a certain style
Uh-huh.
where you don't have the finger picks and all like that. Tell us what made you decide on that style.
Yeah, it's called claw hammer, and you use the back of your fingernail and your thumb. And that recording I was telling you about earlier by Gillian Welch called Hard Times, that's the style they were using. And it's like that old Appalachian old-time music
Yes, it
style.
is.
I don't really play it quite like them. I kind of do what I can, and I try and get the melodies and stuff that we do.
It
together.
sounds great.
Yeah.
It sounds great. You're probably going to end up eventually, though, needing to get some acrylics or something. It's
Yeah.
going to tear your nails up.
Well, they're pretty light strings.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and sometimes people use nylon strings.
Oh, okay.
So maybe and you get kind of a warmer sound for banjos with those kinds of strings that people play old time banjo on.
Yeah.
I'd love to play 3-finger like bluegrass someday, but it's just
Well, we know
Never
somebody
happened
who
yet.
can show you that. Is Alan.
Oh,
Alan
cool.
Hurt.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll stop being silly. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that was silly.
The things he saw.
We were out in Tennessee, and I started writing this. I've been thinking a lot about my grandpa, my mom's dad, and it just felt like there was a song bubbling at the surface, gonna maybe come out soon, and it did when we were in Tennessee. And
All these songs that you're doing this evening, are these on your debut album?
nope, none of them are.
None of them are?
They're all,
wow.
Yeah, I know. only album is from 2013, and we actually just the last few days have kind of set to record a new album in like 6 weeks or something like that from now.
Yeah.
So we're
you'll probably
these will all be on
some nice
on that.
recorded ones here too. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Band of gold spinning around, finger on a hand that felt the sound. It rang through the dirt of a battleground, across the sea in a foreign town. Worried hands trace his jaw, and that old El Camino with its every flaw. But a blank page is all you can draw. He swears he's never seen the things he saw. Pacing in a yard, starting to wilt. Brown and green like a patchwork quilt. Picking up leaves the trees have spilled. Inside a house he doesn't know he built. Band of gold spinning around, finger on a hand that's bearing down, on a wooden cane dug into the ground. Swear he's never seen a thing in this town.
green and brown like a patchwork quilt. I like mine.
Thank you.
Very cool. Well, we're going to give you some time now to brag on yourselves. And I'm going to ask you to brag on yourselves because you aren't braggy people. So I want you to brag. Tell us about all of these achievements you have been getting here these past several years.
It's cool to get noticed by that
By our
kind of stuff.
peers.
And peers.
Yeah,
and,
like
and
people that we
that care about music and
songwriting and what it's
Yeah.
about. So that was I guess it was in 2013. There's a nonprofit group called Music Doing Good out of Houston, and they did a songwriting contest. And I think it was Hope and Courage, or the song had to be about that in some way, or be inspired by that. So we submitted to that, and we got it, and that was really neat.
Yeah.
And so we got
Yay.
to play at Anderson Fair for the benefit concert there, and that was really fun. And then we got the Songwriter Serenade. We were semifinalists in that this past year, that was just an amazing experience. Just everyone's so about songwriting and just so appreciative of what everyone is doing, you know.
Yeah.
And that was a great experience. And then at SWRFA, we got an official alternate showcase there. So you can, at that folk conference, you can submit to get an official showcase where there's a time slotted where everyone goes to watch them. And so we were an alternate for that. We didn't get one of the big showcases, but we were an alternate, so they have their own little showcase.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
really neat. It's more of an actually intimate kind of space for that, so that was fun.
Is that what Ken Gaines puts together?
No, he's the MC
He
for.
runs a room at Swarfa.
Gotcha, yeah.
Maybe that's what.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
He's involved in everything. He's the MC for Songwriters Serenade. He has a room at Swarfa.
He's got his fingers in all kinds of pies,
Oh
doesn't he?
yeah,
Yeah, well, he's pretty special to us.
He is.
yeah.
We love
we
Ken.
love him too.
We do too. The Texas Music Awards were
Oh yeah.
nominated a couple years ago.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
And Ken does
2014
that.
Texas
That's the
Music
reason
yeah.
why.
Ken
Awards
does the MC
nominee
for that.
for Vocal Duo of the Year.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And we got beat by some of our favorite
I know.
artists, so it was great.
It was awesome. I know. We're like, we can't win.
I would
We
hate
did-
to be a judge there. It would be so hard
Yeah, it would.
because
I
there's so
couldn't-
much
yeah.
talent out there. How do you pick?
How do you judge? How do you judge that?
Do you mind
How do you
me
judge
asking
art,
who
Oh.
beat you?
Yeah, Noel McKay and Brennan Lee.
Ah.
Yeah, they
They haven't been here yet.
I don't know them.
Oh, they're
Yeah, they're fantastic.
They're
like
phenomenal.
super
And, like,
good, super professional.
Yeah.
voices, musicianship. I mean, just yeah,
Cool.
Through the roof.
they're awesome.
Very nice
Well, you'll
people
have
too.
to.
Yes, and
you
very
have
nice
to tell
people.
them about us, and they give us a
Yeah.
buzz.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that.
You have a song called "Leaving Kerrville." That's probably pretty self-explanatory.
We do. Yeah. We're gonna switch instruments here.
Okay.
But yeah, so we've recently discovered I guess in the last few years, the Kerrville Folk Festival, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. But we went, it was in 2014, we went for the New Folk Weekend, so the Memorial Day weekend. We camped with, you used to live in Houston, right? So you may know Pam and Jem from JP Hop's house.
Yes.
Yeah, so Pam has a camp there that she camps at Kerrville, and we were camping with her and Jim Com. I don't know if you know him from Houston. He plays a Chapman stick. He's one of like the only people there. But anyway, so it was him and just a group of friends, and we were leaving on Memorial Day to head back to Houston, and they had gotten up earlier than us because we were not morning people. And,
Especially at Kerrville.
Especially at Kerrville, yeah, because you're up till the morning. They had gone into town for lunch, and we were leaving to go home, and they were going to continue camping. And so, like, let's meet at the little gas station right outside there to say bye before we head back. And so we were driving on this little 2-lane road leaving there, and we were in a little Honda Fit, and a big Ford F-250 just didn't see us. We were stopped to turn left into that gas station and just plowed into the back of us and shoved us across that oncoming lane. And we were waiting for an oncoming SUV, and luckily it went by right before we got shoved across there.
Oh my gosh.
And our friends were over there. We had Pam and Jim and Bill, and they heard the crash, and so they just came over to see, like, oh, let me see what's going on. Can we help? And not even realizing it was us until they got over there.
Oh, wow.
And having someone there, like, all this going on, I saw him looking at me with seeing him see me scared me, because there was just blood everywhere, and
Oh,
we didn't know how bad things were, and so that was scary. But looking over to see these familiar faces, friends.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. Helps
be
you
okay, it'll be
forget
okay.
a little bit. And so,
Wow.
but things could have gone so differently. So
We're lucky to be
differently.
alive.
And we really, really are. Seconds different. It would have ended very differently. And
Yeah.
so we feel super lucky to be here and be able
Yeah.
to be playing.
Well, that's
playing
not
and-
what I thought was going to
Yeah.
happen, leaving Kerrville.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a happy leaving Kerrville.
God is good, indeed.
Yeah.
All the time.
Two small lanes to come and go. It's a little roundabout by the standards of that crow. Flying by to say, hey, it's not your time. I didn't see it coming from the passenger seat. I was shaking Kerrville dirt off my dirty feet. Not sure how something so fast could ever feel so slow. like a summer storm right out of nowhere, so violent and it's gone. Two small lives in the grand scheme, stopping by to say goodbye to another three, waiting at a time and place that was more right than they will ever know. From the dirt and grass of the roadside, a shadow broke across the sun and bright blue sky. A familiar face, so many miles from home. For a moment, let me forget. The humming of 1,000 freight trains, everything and nothing flying through my brain, like a summer storm right out of nowhere, so violent and it's gone, without any fanfare, just leaving the splatters on the glass for the sun to erase, like the blood on my skin left by wounds that marred my face. And I just can't shake the look on his face, trembling, pale and pained by what he saw. So sad and thankful silence, knowing how it could have gone.
Thank you. We were actually scheduled to close on our house the next day. So we were driving in, and we were gonna go get the last of the stuff out of the garage because we were already living in the RV at the time, and we were scheduled to close at 7 a.m. the next day.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, we had no car to get there, you know. And his parents live in Austin, and so they were fairly close to Kerrville, so they came to get us, took us to their house, and we were able to do the closing remotely and all that. We were able to still make it work. And my parents went from Louisiana to Houston to go get the stuff out of the garage for us and put it in store. It was, everybody came together and just made it all work.
Yeah, thank God for family and friends, no doubt.
Yes, for sure.
Who would you say were your greatest influences in your music and your writing?
And as far as, songwriting, Guy Clark, Townes Van Zandt, Anais Mitchell actually also she's a big, Ryan Adams. I'm kind of speaking for both of us here, I think.
Yeah.
Those are all people that when I hear them, I want to write. You know, that's how it's like, okay, you can like something, but then there are those artists where I need to go write right now. Like that, it just gives you that feeling. And those are the ones that really, I think, kind of shape what I do or how I think about writing things.
Right.
There's a lot. I try and listen to a lot of stuff. Michael Hedges is kind of outside of our box, but huge influence on me throughout my life, listening to him. He's a fingerstyle guitarist that was recording in the 80s and 90s, and like steel string acoustic stuff, and just not lyrical, at all, but
what do you think of Tommy Emmanuel?
Oh, he's a beast.
Isn't he awesome?
Yeah, he's incredible. I love him too.
Yeah, that almost makes me want to play, and I don't want to play an instrument, so I understand.
Oh yeah, people like that have such a mastery of their instrument really inspire me. Another person that comes to mind is Chris Thiele of Nickel Creek and Punch Brothers. He is definitely a musician that
Another realm.
always, makes my jaw drop and makes me want to play too at the same time.
Yeah. You have a song called Washington Set East.
Yeah, that was about a much better road trip. It ended much less eventful, but I took a road trip from Louisiana to Mississippi with a best friend of mine from shortly after high school. We just wanted to go driving. We were just nothing. There wasn't really a destination. It was
See,
just
you've had this
kinda-
in your blood a long time.
Yeah, it's true.
You didn't tell Pete about that, but you got roped into this one, Pete.
Yeah, I like the road.
Not complaining.
I know.
Flipped a quarter to find direction, answers to our question. Maybe forget where we had been. I saw the tickets there, back again one day. At the stars, I will always find you. Something to hide, something to show. Walk straighter lines, we have taken higher road. Please don't give in to all that's broken. Till you get what you got. Straighter lines, we have taken higher road. Please don't give in to all that's broken. Till you give in to what you got.
I like it.
So is there a place that you've been wanting to play that you're just dying to play that you haven't played yet?
Here.
All right.
Good answer, Pete.
Right.
And just when exactly did you want to come back?
That's funny.
What's your favorite place that you've played?
I mean, we love Anderson Fair. It's. I mean,
Houston.
it's
Who
like
wouldn't?
this. People listen. People go to listen to the
Feel the
music.
ghost.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
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 And
I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, house concerts are always so fun too. You know, I mean, that's another favorite of ours. Another favorite way to see music and to to go. You know, you just people are that's what they're there for. They're not
there to listen to Freebird 500 times.
Right.
Pick somebody up and
right.
slap a couple whiskeys back. Yeah, I get it.
We allow whiskey. Whiskey's fine.
Yeah, we can have whiskey and wine and stuff, but just keep it at a low roar.
Yeah.
So if people want to get in touch with you or buy your music, where can they go? Do you have a website?
Sure, we sure do. Yeah, ordinaryelephant.net or .com. Either one works. You can buy our album on there, and we'll send it to you. You can get it digital only. And
you can sign up for our email list there too. And we'll, since we're going to be recording new albums soon, get info on that. Which none of these songs are on our old album, but we'll be on the new one.
All right, cool. Another Day.
This is our most recent finished one, actually, for people who have dealt with addiction or have been there to help someone else through it.
Fell asleep with the TV on, hand around telephone, thinking about you. Came close, but I got scared. Didn't think you should have to bear witness to something. I can't stop. They say it's do or die, man, but I forget what I am fighting for. Who am I fighting for? This line I told, so I will try to keep the medicine down, but it's hard when I'm alone in this house. Not sure I want to stick around. I say can never seem to hold my attention. So I'm trying to keep medicine now. Desperate here in this house, trying to want to stick around for you. For you.
Thank y'all so much.
I like that song.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It has been such a pleasure having you here this evening.
Oh man.
Thanks.
And I
It's
want
been
to
great.
thank you for thinking of us and scheduling us in. Tell us about the song Railroad Man and then take us out of the show with that if you would.
Yeah, sure.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah,
This has
this
been a
is-
pleasure.
Awesome.
It's such a cool thing y'all have going.
Yeah. Railroad Man is a song I wrote about my dad and his grandmother who raised him for most of his life. And she's passed away now, but she was a special lady and really, really special to him. As a kid, you don't really realize just how special certain people are in your parents' lives. And getting older, I'm able to really see what she did for him and how he is who he is today because of her. So
Right.
this is kind of tribute to them.
So nice.
One, two, three.
Daddy was a railroad man, raised by a woman whose life and love showed in her hands. She saw fire and death, was given a lesson of her share, but never asked for more. She sang to stars and daughter, held poles and 9 sons and daughters. When the south wind carries home, whistle of that freight train.
gosh, I get to come out now out of the cubby back there. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know we've been thinking about this for a while, and I do hope you'll come back.
Oh, we would love to.
And we'll sit down and we'll figure out a date and time.
Awesome.
Yeah, we would
Okay.
love that.
Thank you.
Want to thank Helen, just the hostess with the most. She's the one that's rock solid making all these things happen. You don't realize all that she does in the background. And I want to thank the audience that came tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. Gene and Barbara, thanks so much for what y'all do too, getting pictures and videos of everything.
She was
CJ
Barbara was my sidekick
and Barbara
tonight.
Barbara was the
Double
other
duty
host
tonight,
here.
man.
She was the one that sounded like a redhead. And I want to thank a couple of our founders in the music room are here tonight, and CJ and Randy Randolph, so I want to thank them for being here as well. Once again, thank Ordinary Elephant,
Thank both of you.
Crystal
so
and
much.
Pete. Guys, y'all are great. Can't wait to have you back, and you're in the music room.